question was like, so for if people want to leave America and like try to find those,
leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
My country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show all the.
You're not gonna try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches.
Yeah.
I film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Yeah.
Being Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. A lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore.
Yeah.
The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil.
The question was like, so for if people want to leave America and like try to.
Davido, thank you. Davido key person. Hey, I saw Tinubu's workers on TVC. They want to chop this guy, this guy raw. I'm not a follower of Davido. I don't know what he sings. I'm too old to be listening to. So Davido's music. So he's not about his music. He just said the truth. I live in America, like a lot of you, my followers, knows by now. During the first term of Trump, I've said it on this channel before, it's only that I don't even know the specific videos where I touched on them, on it rather. I will have played clips of it. On my job, I met a lot of Americans that relocated to Africa, but not Nigeria. You think these people are fools? You think they don't know what is going on over there? If America tell you how kidnapping is being done in Nigeria, you'll be shocked. You think they don't listen to news? I don't even know where to start the discussion. America, we wake up in the morning and check the weather before leaving the house. So if my son you will drive and you will see them with umbrella, and his son, you are wondering, because they know it will rain later in the day. That's their life. They check the weather, no matter how bright it is in the morning. They know, they check the weather that it will rain later, so they hold the umbrella. So you see, so sometimes when I go, I will see them with umbrella. I say, okay, it will rain. A lot of Americans, black Americans, did their DNA during the first term of Trump because they don't like him, because I mean a lot of things. I met two guys. They were going to Ghana, to relocate to Ghana. They were so excited about it. I met one. He said his brother had already gone to Kenya, that they are starting a poultry that is so cheap out there, because by the time they convert dollar now to all those currencies, it will be big money. That's why his brother has gotten poultry, is going to join him. A lot of them, but they will not come to Nigeria. I've said it on this channel before. They will not relocate to Nigeria. You think they don't know what is going on there? So TVC people that are working for Tinubu, they want to chop, especially Lima. Other lady said she's a lawyer. Watch what she said. Let me show you.
This is something very responsible, and I stick to it. Davido is one of the privileged Nigerians who are dual citizens. He talks about his Atlanta background a lot. Did he do a service to the Nigerian who doesn't have that privilege? No, because that Nigerian needs an investor who would set up and create an enabling labor market that will give him life, that will empower him, that will employ him. What Davido has simply done is that when Asiwaju is taking a plane to country to look for the foreign investors that will come here, he's told them, don't come.
You think Americans and all over the world, you think they don't know the bala blue that's going on in your country, Nigeria? Have you ever heard that China went out to look for investors? Because Lima said each time Asiwaju goes out to look for investors, Davido has said they shouldn't come. He doesn't have to go anywhere to look for investors. If if the environment is right, if security is top notch, if amenities are there, there is light for people to run their companies. You want people to bring their company and then they don't have light to run it? Have you heard China? Have you heard that China went out to go and look for investor? No. We go to them. Even Americans go to them. A lot of factories, a lot of companies rather, in America has their factories in China. I can tell you for free. I've lived in China before. Because labor is cheap there. So they produce Nike, all of them. So they produce all these computers. Dell, all HP, all of them, their factories are in China. Because labor is cheap. So they produce for them en masse. The only thing they do, they will give them the specification. That's what they meant when they say American spec. American specification. So what they bring to America from China is not the same with what they take to Nigeria and other African countries, because America will give them their specification. This is what we want. Their factories are there because labor is cheap. Is it China that came here to America to say, hey, come and set up your factory in China? No, because the environment is good. I discussed even recently, China is even more beautiful than America. I live in China. I'm here now, so I know I can compare. I have the authority to compare. So Tinubu doesn't have to go anywhere to look for investors. Yes, tell him he doesn't have to go anywhere. That's waste of money, waste of taxpayers' money. Let him sit down at home, make the environment good. Let there be security, let there be electricity, water, everything that people need. Social amenities, people will come. Stop deceiving yourselves that Tinubu is going out to look for investors, and Davido has now said no, they shouldn't come. It's not about Davido. Let your environment be good. Even those of us that are Nigerians, that are in the diaspora, we are afraid to come home. You want to hear? Yes. Each time we talk, if it is not very, very, very compulsory for people to travel to Nigeria, and they don't, because somebody will organize and kidnap you. Yes. So people that go now, you know how we are now. We are loud. Nigerians are loud. They like, to be all over the place. But now people will just go quietly, do whatever they come to do, like they are moving around like cats. When they come back, they begin to post on social media. You will think they are still there. No, they are back. They are back in London, they are back in UK, wherever they came, America, Australia, UK, wherever they came from. Stop deceiving yourselves that Lima, that Tinubu go out to go and look for investors. It doesn't have to. You should make the environment work. Investors will come. That was what I told Agang at that time. But it was like, no, they can't complain. Are they complaining now? Are they still in Nigeria?
Has he done a service to the average Nigerian inside Ede that does not know the royal family of Ede? Has he done a service to the Nigerians in Owaron, who is in the bush trying to get wood? Has he done anybody a privilege in the rice farms in Bida? No, he hasn't. He has probably who's true of the elite. The people who spend the dollars, 1 minute somewhere, not the people who buy beans per pinto. We know that the country is hard.
So the question to Lima will be that you are a lawyer. Say you're a lawyer. If your client, you have a client who come to you and say, you are somewhere, let's say you are in UK or London, or US or anywhere, and your client come and say, CEO, as my lawyer, advise me, I want to go and invest in Nigeria. The way Nigeria is, you will tell the person, oh, go and invest there. What is all this hypocrisy? What is all this unnecessary sentiment? I've said it on this channel before. I cover trade and investment. Dr. Olusegun Aganga was the minister then. We were having, in fact, I said it recently. We were having press, meeting and all of that. And I raised a question then. Kidnapping has not even reached this level then. I said, sir, the way it was at the peak of the Chibok girls' adoption. I said, with the way Nigeria is going, do you think, because he was talking of foreign direct investors, businesses and all that, I said, do you think investors want to come to this country? He said, no, they're not talking about insecurity. Who want to invest in a place where they will kidnap them? Do you know the number of, the frequency rather of warnings American embassy in Nigeria issued to its citizens living in Nigeria? To, hey, don't go to crowded area, don't don't go out in the night and all of that. We're deceiving ourselves. You think they don't know what is happening in Nigeria? So you think it is Davido that will now tell them? Tokpe, thank you so much. God bless you. Let me show you what Tokpe said.
Tokpe, hold on. Calm down.
Because you don't watch, you're selective, you're doing selective analysis. There are so many black American, even white American movies that talk about the corruption and the rot. Loads of them that if you watch it, you'll be like, so this happens. I watched many medical series that you watch, you realize that Nigeria is not that bad. They also have several medical crises, several medical accidents that happen, several cover-ups that happen in American hospitals, documented in their movies. They don't lie about it. Let's not make it look like because one movie quoted it positively.
We're responding to movies.
Several American movies that portray how bad America is.
So
there are several American celebrities that have spoken up about how corrupt and how bad things are.
If you allow
let's not say this because there are some that are positive. This one we should not get no negative. And in the video, if even you could feel his pain. Like don't be here. I went to
that's the marketing. Talk about pariwo. That itself is the marketing. I wanted to talk before we came back. And the whole
I was probably I feel that Davido told his truth. And Davido told his truth in a way that Nigerians feel like, don't insult us outside, let us insult ourselves inside the house. But you don't know, even in the privilege of Davido being Davido, what he's having to deal with as being a Nigerian. And the fact that he should not have a right to complain because he has hustled out an advantage from the challenges of Nigeria, I do not agree. I do not agree that he doesn't have a right to complain. I do not agree that he doesn't have a right to lament. I don't know. Did he lie? No, but did Davido lie? So the question is, if he spoke his truth, and majority of Nigeria, even the people that are very, and I'm a very optimistic person, I was doing a voice note out of a frustration that I'm facing on some visa application to countries that do not have the right to wipe the shoe of Nigeria, who are now banning Nigeria. Like I'm wondering, what was this country? And I wanted to say this Nigeria, and I just had to tell myself, swallow it and say positively. That is how optimistic I am. Even in a private conversation, I do not want to speak bad. But the reality is, he's entitled to his truth. He's entitled to speak his mind. The leaders, and it's not even leaders, the average Nigerian is going through a whole lot and they have to find a way to vent. And they shouldn't be punished for venting. So don't put him on a pedestal that it's difficult for him to sit on, where he's unable to say it inside, say it outside. Everything you say can be used against you. Let him speak. Let Davido breathe. Let him say his truth the way he feels it per time. If you disagree with him based on your reality, bring your evidence and say your own. If not, pray for Nigeria, which is what we're good at doing anyway.
That's the truth. Either we want to believe it or not. If you don't, it's very easy for you people to say Americans are patriotic. Do you know what America is doing for its citizen? There is no person, there is no citizen of a country that will not be patriotic if the country is responsive. If the country itself is useful to you, you'll be. I wake up every morning and I say, God bless America. I've said it a lot of time on this channel. Up to today, America do free mammogram for me every year. Free cervical test every year. Not federal, not state, to local government level. We call them county here. Local government. In your equivalent of local government every year. So why will I not say God bless America? If you want to do mammogram in Nigeria, don't you know what you spend? So people don't draw those checks. And this is a check that people should do, women should do every every year, so that if they notice anything, they nip it in the bud. That's it. And the same thing, men, prostrate and all of that. So people get sick and they don't know. A cousin of mine had malaria last week. She wanted to buy injection for malaria. They say 7,000 naira. One. I have to send money to her to buy. What if she doesn't have someone to do that for her? Then she'll be using some local herbs. Herbs are fine, but then sometimes there are other issues that they would do tests in the hospital. They would detect. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know, Liman? Do you know the Morayo that is defending Tinubu's whatever? Do you know? Don't you guys know the number of pharmaceuticals that left Nigeria in past month? Didn't we talk about it? So why do you want to roast Davido for saying what he says is true? You think you are covering up for government? No. Americans that you are talking about, they know everything that's going on. In fact, they will tell you something, you'll be like, okay, you are aware of that, okay, yeah. I met a guy. In fact, immediately I saw him. I said, you look like someone in my country. He said, Ojukwu, Black American. In fact, you would think Ojukwu vomited him. I said, how do you know that? He said, that's what they call him at work. That he's, he began to tell me about Ojukwu. This about Ojukwu. He has got to make research about him. He said, yeah, and he's late and I wish I met him and all of that. He said if Ojukwu were to be alive, he would have gone to Nigeria to go and see him. He said because they were calling him Ojukwu in the office, and he was like, okay, who is this person? He went and made research. American research. They are not like us that don't read. So don't think that they don't know what is going on. All the celebrities you're talking about, Oprah and all of them, they talk. It's not about election, it's not about during campaign. They don't cover anything up. We are the one that deceives ourselves. If Americans don't like you, they will tell you, I don't like you, don't come near me. That's their life. So they don't pretend about anything. Anywhere, on any show, Whoopi Goody was that woman with dreadlocks. She will talk about Trump on their show, the view that you people are mirroring. Yes. So why are you people it's so funny. And as if, oh my goodness, as if America doesn't know, as if Nigeria is off the radar. So America doesn't know what is happening. No foreign investor will come to Nigeria with the way they are kidnapping there. With the way there is no amenities, because the ones there, they are living. Come on, ladies. The ones there, they are living. So don't stop all this hypocrisy. We know Tinubu owns it. TVC is your employer and all of that. Please don't. The rest of us. In fact, I love the comments that I saw their videos. People were like, he did not tell the truth. He's spoken the truth. Americans, I can tell you for free, Americans are relocating to African countries. In fact, now that Trump has won election again, by next year, a lot of them will leave. Yes, I mean a lot of them, because his policy doesn't work well with them a lot, and it's because he doesn't tolerate all the things all those other parties tolerated that tolerates rather. In his first time, it was like, okay, why will you be giving people money for free? They will, an average, American lady will just be at home, yes, maybe have children for like three men, and sit at home and say she's not working, and government will be giving her children food stamp. They'll give her house. She'll be there watching show on TV, getting big fat every day. Trump said no, you can't be giving people, taxpayers, money for free. Let them go and work. So those are the things they don't like. Those are part of the things they don't like. And all this, you hear him recently when he won the election. He said, look, you can't be giving children hormone blockers. You have a child who is a boy. He say 7-year-old. He said he wants to be girl. And they're telling them in school that you can be girl if you feel trapped in your body. What's that? Trump is saying, no, you can't do that. So those are the things that is making them not to like him. It's not as if there's anything. I live here. So that's the truth. It's either you align with Trump's tough love or you leave. He doesn't care. So, but that they will come to Nigeria as a country, they will not. Because they know what is happening there more than you yourself, because they read, they research. Who is there? All right, people, let me talk in the comments. I was just laughing. Why are these people? Why did they want to roast Davido? I didn't even, this. I didn't even see the video before. I had to go and look for it on what did Davido say now on the Twitter? Then I saw it. What was that? All right, well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll talk to you again very soon. Have a good day. Bye. Oh yeah, Paru.